This is going to be an industrial engineering solution by using simulation. So actually let's first reset this. Let's double click on this, and let's say this cashier also works in the same way that the first cashier's its capability is same. Process time is again 10 seconds per customer. Let's connect waiting line to the cashier and then the cashier to the sink. And now let's rerun this to be able to see if the waiting line is still increasing. Let's speed this up. It is still increasing really fast, as you can see. So let's stop this. And here we can see that adding one more cashier is not really sufficient to be able to keep up with customers arriving to the store. Therefore, we need to add another cashier. But before doing that, let's go to the statistics. Let's take a look at the reports and statistics. Here you can see we have attributes to report, content, content min, content max, average, content average, input, output, minimum stay time, maximum stay time in the object, average stay time. We don't need since. Let's keep current. Let's generate a report. All right. Oh, this is not working out because this is something we need to be careful about, because we didn't save this and we did not run it. So let's rerun this and let's run it for about 105 seconds. Alright, now let's take a look at the statistics. Let's generate the report. Alright, now we have the numbers. Content min, content max, average, input, output, minimum stay time, maximum stay time, and average stay time. Alright. What we are interested in the most is the waiting line, which is the queue. And here you can see we have about customers waiting about 40 seconds right here. And there's 149 customers coming in and 119 customers waiting, leaving the queue. Therefore, right now there's about 30 customers lined up right here, which is a long line to wait. And maximum content of the queue is 31, meaning there are 31 customers at most waiting in the line. And current content is 30, meaning 30 customers are in the system or in the queue right now. Now let's reset this and let's add another cashier. I'll use Ctrl C and I'm going to paste it here, Ctrl V. I'm going to name it cashier 5. Let's apply, let's say OK. Let's connect objects right here. Waiting line cashier 5, and then cashier 5 is connected to the exit. Let's reset it. save it, and let's run it. I'm going to speed this up. Now as you can see, all the cashiers are working, and the waiting line is going to first send the cashier, the customer, to the first cashier. When the first cashier is busy, the customer will go to the second cashier. If the two cashiers are busy, the customer would be sent to the third cashier, and so on. And right now you can see the waiting line is not really long after about 120 seconds. And let's wait and see what will happen in about 305 seconds that we did before. Let's increase the speed, and let's all right, we are close to 305.14 seconds. As you can see, the length of the queue is really short, therefore there aren't many customers waiting in the queue. And in our previous report, we had the number of customers here 30 in about 305 seconds, and right now it looks like we have about 5 customers. Let's look at the statistics for this. Let's reopen it. All right, let's take a look at this part right now. Let's regenerate it because it doesn't look like it's right. Statistics, let's use this and let's generate a report. All right, now it looks good. As you can see, after about 305 seconds, we have 4 customers waiting in the queue right here, which is a very reasonable amount for customers to wait. Therefore, the length of the queue is not too long. The length of the queue here means there are 4 customers waiting in the line. Let's expand this. Maximum waiting persons in the line is 8, which is again not too bad. On average, there's about 3.6 customers waiting. It needs to be a whole number, but as it is average, it makes sense, which is again very manageable. After 305 seconds, 149 customers enter the queue and 145 left. Therefore, 4 customers are currently in the system. Maximum stay time is 179 seconds, which is not so important right now. And currently there are 8 customers. As you can see now, we started out with 3 cashiers, and after adding 2 more, the system appeared to be manageable after 305 seconds. When I say the system is manageable, it means the cashiers can keep up with the customers who shopped and got into the line. Now, when you enter a grocery store, you wouldn't want to wait in a line. And if you wait in a line for too long, you might want to just leave the store. That could happen. This might be a coffee shop where you go and you want to buy a coffee, but when you see the line, if the line is too long, then you wouldn't want to wait, maybe. And there are customers of such kind. Therefore, it is very important to manage the store in such a way that the customers are not going to wait in the line. But you do not want to add too many cashiers because that's going to increase the cost. we could add one more cashier, and this line might be completely empty right here. But then that extra cashier, if it's the sixth cashier, that could increase the costs a lot, and that's not really pleasant for the store, because when the costs increase, that's going to be harmful to the management system. Therefore, one of the most important things in business is to reduce costs. And by using simulation, by using Flexim, you can reduce the cost in such a way that once you know that this is the work environment, you can see that the 3 cashiers cannot keep up with the customers, therefore you add 2 more. And this is entirely depending on our assumptions. This could be modified based on the real life data collected, and it could be structured accordingly. Sometimes before opening up a grocery store or a store of such kind, simulation programs are set up, and they run these programs to see how many cashiers are needed to be able to keep up with a certain number of customers. And this is a very pleasant way to come up with solutions that are cost effective, because in a grocery store or in business, you don't want to increase costs. You want to reduce costs so that your business can survive in general, and it's profitable overall. So this is a very nice example of how Flexim can be implemented in service environment, and I hope you all enjoyed this video.